My name's Beck and I live in Edinburgh with my husband and 2 kids. And lockdown for us, it's been okay. It's been all right. We made a decision early on that we would be okay. And also at the beginning, I kept thinking this is the best thing that could happen for the environment, and that maybe we all do need to just stop a while, and give everything a break. And some of the nicest things have been hearing the bird song and feeling that the air is cleaner, and spending time with my family. And we're lucky in that we're not completely isolated. Where we live is on a main road. People walk by, friends walk by, and we can say hello. So I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed connecting with people more in the sense that I now say hello to people that walk by. I've got to know my neighbours that I never knew before, that I just had sort of a nodding relationship with. And that's been really, really nice. And of course there's been some hard times along the way. I work as a performing artist, and in the week before lockdown happened, I just watched all my work that I'd lined up for the year and all my regular work being cancelled. And at that point, I suppose, we didn't know whether there'd be any support for people that are self-employed. I'm self-employed. So I did decide to go back to doing care and support work, which I've done before, but not for at least 5 years. So for the last 2 months, I've been doing that. And that's been fine, working through an agency, and I feel better for working. Some of the shifts are more difficult, more challenging than others, but that's been okay. And my husband was furloughed, and he took over most of the sort of homeschool stuff, to be honest. He was great with them, so there's been a lot of positives in that way. It was sort of also a chance to help the kids sort of catch up with areas that they were struggling with, just spending time reading and doing those things that you never quite have enough time to do, or spend hours reading, which sort of never happens in normal times. Right at the beginning, I'll be honest, I did spend a lot of time just looking out the window, and it did feel to me like walking through treacle. Everything and getting anything done felt hard. And I did, speaking to people, I think there really was this collective mood that went up and down. People seemed to be feeling much the same things at the same sort of time. But we at least, had each other, have people around. None of us are particularly vulnerable, so that felt okay, and obviously not the same sort of concerns that other people have. And we've done some nice wee things in a way. There's positives to take from taking the pressure off. We've explored our local area. We're very close to the Water of Leith, so there's found some lovely wee spots that we might not normally find. We had a bit of a crisis of confidence probably about 4 weeks in, and it was all around sort of my work moving to online and sort of struggling with the tech and feeling like I couldn't do it. And that was tough. And of course I'm worried that my work will never be the same again, and there'll be theatres that won't open again. But I suppose you just get on with it. And we, as a family, made some lovely couple of wee videos, which that helped. That made me feel okay. And as we move into more of that sort of stuff, I'm feeling better about it now. Over the time, I've been doing a lot of baking. I've been watching a lot of rubbish telly. Also been probably drinking too much, like everyone else does. And sometimes it has felt like, a bit like Christmas, where everyone gets a break. But it really has made me feel grateful for what we have. And I think that's a really important thing. And now as things are opening up, you know, just being able to meet your friends at the park, it's been really lovely, and I've enjoyed that. And even though, you know, there's been things that we've missed out on and disappointments, we've been okay. Of course, I've had my worries about my kids, in that the biggest worry is that they're spending too much time staring at screens. But, you know, it's hard when we're all spending too much time staring at screens. And the fact that we don't have a garden means that we do, you know, it's an effort to get out sometimes. But we've got out most days and cycling and gone for big long walks and exploring, and that's you know, and that's been good. And I've enjoyed the quiet. Our road, it's main road. At first it was funny watching everything get quieter and quieter, and watching the buses go by with less and less people. And it was Easter Saturday. I took a walk up to town, up to the old town, and it was just so dead. But it was lovely, and you could hear the birds, and you could look down the little vennels. And now, in a way, it's kind of sad that there's more cars on the road, and everything's sort of getting busier again. But of course, you know, things do need to open up, and I do hope that we can continue. And I know that, you know, this time has been really, really tough on some people, so I'm aware of that and sensitive to that. But we've been okay. We've been okay, and the kids they've been pretty good as well. And in a way, it's been nice. They've gotten closer, and at least they do have each other to play with. And it's so that's been nice. It's funny, a lot of good things, a lot of struggles, but it really has made me grateful for my family, grateful for our little flat, grateful for having people around us to talk to. And I've gotten very friendly with the people that work at the supermarkets down the road. I feel like they've become my new friends, which is kind of sad, but nice in the same way. I am hoping that the kids can go back to school. I know, even though they won't admit it, my kids have really missed school, and I think it will get to the point where a lot of children will really suffer for not having the school environment. But it does seem that everything is starting to relax, is starting to get better. We'll just have to carry on. Anyway, that's a few of my thoughts of lockdown. One thing right at the beginning of this, because I'm not a scientist, and because my mind changes all the time, I kind of decided very early on that I wasn't going to comment on any COVID-19 posts on social media, and I am grateful for that. Even now, I find myself wanting to comment and then go, no, you've decided you're not going to do that. So I feel I haven't lost hours and worrying and debating with people. I also made a decision that I wasn't going to judge what other people do, and just try and do the best I can to follow the guidelines and be safe. And I think because I've been the one that's done most of the shopping and been going out to work, sometimes it feels like, you know, nothing's changed, and you just carry on, and then you realise that everything is a bit strange, and life isn't quite normal. But of course, we'll just have to see. Also, like a lot of people, I had a great long list of things that I was going to do, and I'll be honest, I haven't learnt to play the ukulele. I haven't progressed with my Gaelic. I haven't read those novels that have been sitting on the shelf. But yeah, sometimes some days you feel like you can do anything. Other days, just getting through is a struggle, and yeah, that's what I've really noticed, and I think that's okay. I think, you know, we have to just allow ourselves that, even now, even, you know, 3 months in, because it is difficult and it is strange, and there is that overriding concern the whole time. Things will get better, and hopefully we can keep some of the good things that we've learnt through all this.